Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents. My thoughts on Halloween Ends, the third in the latest Halloween trilogy, which ignores all the other films in the Halloween franchise except for the original 1978 film. Halloween Kills, the second in the trilogy, not the best film in the world by a long shot. Is Halloween Ends better? Well, I'll answer that in a moment. But of course, caution, there may be some spoilers ahead. In fact, I can guarantee there will be some spoilers ahead. I'm not going to be able to do this without pretty much spilling everything that happens. So you've been warned. Just letting you know. Now that that is out of the way, Halloween ends, or does it? Well, the shape Michael Myers is back, and once more at the center of the nexus is Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, returning to the role she originated, of course, in 1978. The role she knows very well, and the role which she is always great in. She is just a great actress. She could read ingredients off the back of a biscuit box, and I think everybody would be pretty satisfied with her performance. Is Halloween Ends a better film than Halloween Kills? I will say yes to that. It is a better film than Halloween Kills, but Halloween Kills was not a good film at all. Halloween Ends is ultimately okay. It's not a bad film. It's not a good film, but it's not. It's just in that really weird, so really wish it were better kind of area. And I'll get to my rating later. But let's talk about the film. What is the film about? Well, we find out it is about 6 years since the events in Halloween Kills, and after the night that Michael Myers seemed to turn into Jason Voorhees, being unkillable and all, he disappeared, and nobody has seen him since. And Haddonfield has gone absolutely bat crap crazy because everyone has become paranoid. Everyone sees the boogeyman in the shadows. And I can't help but think that's exactly what you would want if you were the boogeyman to have happen. So Haddonfield is exactly where it should have been after Halloween Kills. I'm kind of glad that not everybody went back to their idyllic life and that people still have um, these issues with what happened that night. Um, but they also introduce a new character and a whole new possibility for evil. Young Corey Cunningham, who is played by Rowan Campbell quite well, actually. Uh, he, at the beginning of the film, they show his story, which is he was babysitting for a friend, and during that night, the kid is playing around with him and locks him into an upstairs room. And in frustration, he's trying to get out, kicks the door open that the kid was standing in front of, and the kid gets knocked down and gets killed right as the parents were returning home. So he instantly becomes the baby killer. Did he do it on purpose? The word pedophile was obviously thrown out there, and his life was ruined. Um, and it triggered something inside of him that Laurie Strode kind of recognized. Something she has seen only once before in the eyes, of course, one Michael Myers. But this is an even bigger issue because her granddaughter Allison has kind of got the hots for young young Corey. Andy Matichak plays Allison Nelson again, Laurie's granddaughter, who is still having trouble with her grandmother because her and a lot of people in town kind of blame Laurie for bringing Michael Myers back into their midst and causing all those troubles 6 years ago. And they think that something was going on even before that. Of course, tongues wag. Uh, but I think here is where the film could have gone in an interesting way if we saw Michael Myers return and not know who was doing the killing and it actually be Corey at the end, and then suddenly he disappears, and they could have kept the franchise going even more. But they did not do that because they had to rely on Michael Myers returning once again. Uh, any kind of sense of mystery surrounding if Corey was a good guy or bad guy is kind of tossed um, out of the box because he is evil and they show him killing. You know it's him. There's no mystery to it. There is no sense of suspense. We are just voyeurs watching violence for violence sake. The big mystery is Allison going to actually know, and when are Michael Myers and Laurie going to have their final showdown? That's pretty much the the thrust of it all, as I say. But there are some good elements in this film. The performances, I think, are all very good, very decent to good. Uh, there are some story element, like I said, there are pieces of good storytelling here that they just never were able to put together right. I love the fact that they brought back Will Patton and that they made his Deputy Hawkins um kind of crushing a little bit on Laurie Strode. There's this one great scene, and I'll tell you, my favorite scene of the film is them two in a grocery store, just kind of flirting back and forth, talking about possibilities and travel and things like that. Laurie has been trying to put Michael in the rear view and getting on with her life. It's not the easiest thing, the town she still lives in. But this was my favorite part of the film, but it was just such a small part that I really wish they had kind of maybe developed a little bit more. Uh, they have, your typical kills, as it were. Like I said, there's no um, mystery in the fact that it is Corey killing most of these people, but Michael does show back up. He has, for some reason and somehow, been living in the concrete sewer system, the drainage areas. I don't know how, uh, but a bum seemed to know that he was there. Uh, no explanation, just he was there. Um, but like I said, at one point, Corey steals Michael's mask, tries to frame Laurie for killing him or trying to kill him because he wants to leave town with Allison, who wants to leave town with him, but this for she knows he's a crazy killer. Uh, but of course, Michael Myers shows up to once again do battle with Laurie, and who wins? Well, the title says it. Halloween ends. Michael Myers is done away with in a very brutal and very hamburger type of way. You'll get that reference if you saw the film. Um, they don't really leave any opening for a sequel. Thankfully, I think if they'd want to continued it, they could have had, like I said, Corey be the killer, and in the final showdown, it's revealed it's him, but he somehow falls down, and then there's no body there, and the boogeyman has returned in the form of Corey Cunningham. But they didn't go that route. There's like, okay, Michael Myers, bring him back in. It's about time we kill him. And that's what they did. So there were some, like I said, decent pieces here, some decent performances, but nothing really meshed well. Uh, it was just kills for kills sake. You feel like a voyeur watching the death of people. So yeah, Halloween does end, and I'm thinking it's probably a good thing. It doesn't end on the highest of notes, though it does end on an improvement over Halloween Kills, which got really bizarre and crazy. There were some decent, like I said, some decent parts to Halloween's Ends. I could have really gotten behind the Corey Cunningham thing if they just hid his craziness from the audience. We could have suspected him, or we could have thought it was actually Michael Myers, or it could have been a combination of the two. Mystery, mystery, mystery. There is no mystery, and that I think really hurt this film. But were some of the decent elements, the performances and the little cute moments between Hawkins and Strode, were they worth it? Yeah, not really. It's 2 stars. It's 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 2 stars. I can't really go any higher. It's not a terrible film. It's not a bad film. It's at best okay. It's no worse than most other slasher movies, but it's definitely nothing special. Uh, Sadly, if you want great entertainment, go back and grab the original 1978 Halloween. That is where the greatness of John Carpenter's vision is realized. And also, if you want another little bit of fun in the Halloween franchise, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. There's no Michael Myers stuff. It's a completely separate story. And it's kind of, I liked it. It's kind of cool. Um, but yes, Halloween Ends. Is it worth seeing? If you've stuck it out through the last two, you might as well. Just to get a little bit of closure, just to see the final images. It's an event. It's just to say you've been there. So I've been there, I've seen it, and Halloween has ended for Big Al. That's all I have to say. I hope you liked this video, and if you did so, I hope you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you did. Big Al Presents, of course, where you will find more reviews, rewatches, and rambles in the weeks and months to come. Like I said, if you liked it, thumb me up, baby. And please share this video. That sounded weird, and I am sorry. Uh, yes, please share this video because of the last thing I just said. People will get wondering what the hell is going on here. Um, but whatever you are going to watch tonight, be it Halloween Ends or another great Halloween film or horror film, as the case may be, I hope it's a great one. Great time of year to watch some great horror films out there. Whatever you do decide to watch, I hope you love it. That's the point of watching something. Don't hate watch it. Don't watch it if you're set your mind to hate it. What's the point? Um, I went into this one saying, I really hope I like it. Hope it was an improvement over the last one. Kind of was, sort of. So, see, wasn't all bad. It was better than the last one. Hope everyone has a great time. And until we meet again, goodbye.